We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Adrian. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Locke going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Almost able to intercept. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was covered by an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 85 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun snap to Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Ebron's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Locke working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
2-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Completion here to Claypool. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw it is Locke. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
The game at 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle. And they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 43-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
We never know just when it's our time and legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, look here, go toast and give them a rose, but they still alive. I'm feeling like well, I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I was a blessed with no one was fair. Don't know how it feels. I'm one of those.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Locke. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Locke to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This is Gibson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers.
On the carry.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Packers 14, Steelers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Not much there, only a yard.
To Eric Ebron.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Locke. And it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Steps away to his left. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
Gain of 22 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Austin Hooper.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 34-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Derrick Henry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
35-yard line. A gain of 1.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Lock again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive.
And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Snap comes at 1. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And goal.
He hauls it in. Valdez. For the point after, Sam Ficken. Their league, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 2.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Well, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is Gibson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Steelers' 17-yard line.
Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
On the carry.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A 20-yard attempt.
Ficken's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Henry. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run it with Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
This is Jones. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. Just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 11 yards there, 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Clark in on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
Derrick Henry.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and... And look at this, another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
47-yard.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's got his big tight end here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Forced out to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This will make it into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Locke trying again after the pick 6. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll buy some time right. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Steelers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get...